Today we are talking about manual focusing. Specifically, I'm going to take you through two different situations where I use this Voigtlander 23mm f1.2 on my Fujifilm X-Pro3. I wanted to just kind of get more comfortable with it. I've taken it to Chicago and I've taken some photos with it just kind of around the triangle, but I wanted to really just familiarize myself with it a little bit more deeply. And so I went on a photo walk earlier in the week, and then I went to the No Kings rally later in the week, and I feel like that's where I felt pretty, comfortable with the lens, maybe is how I'll say it. So I'll break this video out into some different sections, some different photos and all that good stuff, and talk through them a little bit as we go. Okay, so today I want to talk about manual focusing on modern bodies, whether that's, let's just restrict it to just mirrorless bodies. So I have manual focus on my Sony a7 IV, which I sold, my Lumix GX85, and my Fujifilm X-Pro3, which I have with me right now. And by far, the best experience has been with the X-Pro3, and that is mostly because of the optical viewfinder. So for me, the purpose of manual focusing is to kind of get back to that film photography feeling of earning a photo. And I think when you get to use an electronic viewfinder with a manual focus, it feels too easy. Like you are going to get the focus because there are way too many options in terms of being able to check your focus, whether that's peaking or like a split prism or whatever you're going to use, just to kind of be able to like then punch in by 100x or whatever and like really nail the focus. And so to me, it doesn't really feel like film. It just feels like I am making digital photography more difficult, which is not the goal for me. It might be for some people, and that's totally fine. But for me, the idea is to kind of take film and put it in a digital body. split the No Kings Rally photos into 3 separate sections. So the first section will be kind of like prep work, and that's really just me kind of getting to the location early, getting familiar with maybe where I want to be, where the light looks good, etc., etc. And so you'll see some of those photos as I'm kind of getting my settings right as well. So I decided to go with a Kodak Gold Fujifilm recipe, and a big factor in deciding that was that is one of my few recipes that does not have a clarity shift, and so that means that I can take photos more quickly and more consistently, which I wanted to be able to do in case there were little micro moments where I wanted to snap more than one photo back to back or something like that. And then in terms of my settings, I switched on the EVF for a second to see if Kodak Gold looked good and if I wanted to change the EV compensation or anything like that. I thought it looked fine with no compensation, so I set my aperture to 5.6, which pretty much gets me in focus from anything that's like 3 feet to infinity. And yeah, went with that. So I felt pretty good about my settings. I took some, like I said, early photos, took a look at the back of the camera. They all felt good, and from there on out, it was just trust. Okay, so this is actually a great the third section here I think is a great example of one of my gripes with this lens. So the Voigtlander 23mm f1.2, it's really well built. The focus ring is nice and smooth, but I will say that I think it's too loose, and I don't like that it focuses past infinity. And this is especially in direct contrast with how I am used to focusing with my film camera, the Fujica AX3. I have two lenses for that, and those both only focus to infinity, so you can't go past infinity, which kicks you out of focus, which is exactly what happened here. I pushed past infinity and I did not notice while I was snapping some photos, and so that meant that I didn't recognize it until I had a break and took a look at the back of the camera and saw that I had indeed missed focus. So that's something that I wish was a little bit different here, but at the same time, I still got a bunch of photos that I really liked, and I don't think it takes away from any of that enjoyment. And I think that in the future, there is a portion in the EVF that shows you where you are typically, or like generally, I guess, in focus. And so I think I'll just try to make a habit of checking that before I snap photos, especially after I've been walking for a bit and maybe I, push the focus ring or something like that. But overall, I really enjoyed the experience, and I thought that it was a great day to use that lens, and I came away with some photos that I enjoyed.